Well, hello, y'all. It's Latkaa, here today with some Victoria 3. We are playing Cape Colony, trying to form the nation of South Africa, which we will. We will. Believe me, we will. But yeah, not much else to it today. I will be upfront and say that I might know a few things that will happen in the future, just because this is the third time I've tried to record this. The first time it crashed, wiped all the audio on the footage. The second time, I just didn't turn my mic on and I cried. Not really, but I was pretty close to just like throwing my mic across the room. But you know what? It's not my mic's fault. It's mine. But hey, enough of that. Let's unpause the game and get going. So we are in a war, and in fact, right now I'm going to say this. This will never end. For some reason, it's bugged out. So I'm actually going to have to end it myself. So I need to recruit a general, because I have none. And we got Dirkie Retief and Willem Schoeman. Schossman? I'm not entirely sure there. Dirkie is reserved. So minus popularity, but he gets character health and a 100% chance, or plus 100% careful maneuver chance. He's an experienced offensive planner, so very good offense. He's an explorer. Oh, and he's a defensive strategist as well. Not an expert, but a basic one, I guess. And then Willem, you're bigoted and surveyor, so we're absolutely going with Turkey. Yeah. So we need to mobilize and then absolutely launch a naval invasion. We're going to have to take it ourselves. It's pretty dumb, but it bugged out. The last time I recorded, it literally just sat there for like 3 years and didn't move from 0-0. So we're just going to get that out of the way right now. So we're going to be in the hole from this, but that's okay. We just need to get this war over with so we can actually do some diplomatic plays if we need to. And then hopefully colonial resettlement passes so that we can start colonizing all of this. That would be very good to get. But let's look. We are investing in some livestock ranches right now. Just the one, I believe. Just the one, yes. We have... let's see here. We got some government admin over here. This is using paper, right? Do we have a paper? We don't. So we'll need some paper mills eventually. So let's look at this. Tlemcen? I'm not sure. But it's Algeria. It's an Algerian state, I guess. Initiator war goals. So this would be France. Wants to conquer Tlemcen and subjugate Tripolitania. And it looks like what's actually being enforced is French war reparations. Wow. I'm not sure, so from my experience of warfare, which is basically none, I'm not sure if this is all of the war goals that are accepted in the peace treaty, or if the gold check mark means this is the one that's being accepted. Not entirely sure. But we'll let that go. France is paying war reparations, it looks like. Let's unpause this game. Let's get it moving. We are just waiting, I believe. Hey, we got some rifling. That's cool. Oh, here we go. We only have 2 units in there. That's probably not going to be enough. They have 31 defense. But we're moving pretty hard. They are camouflaged. And we've made a surprise maneuver. Hey, Durkee coming in with those surprise maneuvers. So this is the first taste of combat for South Africa or Cape Colony. Nice. Okay, so now they've gone into the negatives. Perfect. Perfect. So what can we build up here? We need some industry, some steel mills look pretty nice. But we need some kind of urbanization coming. Ooh, furniture. Oh, look at those glassworks. I would hate to, but I guess we do want it up here, huh? Nitroglycerin? No, that'd be, oops, pretty bad. How many peasants do I have? 12,000? Okay. So I think we do build a glassworks here. Let's do that. And then here we go. I do believe the check mark is exactly what goes through. So, Great Britain has subjugated Surakarta. Crazy. What a crazy world we live in where we help Britain take out another nation. But, like, I was so angry. I just wanted to, like, get rid of that little thing over there, and I couldn't. No matter how long I waited, it wouldn't go away, so I decided to make it go away myself. We're just doing that a little earlier than I did in my previous versions of this episode. Alright, so we're working on a glassworks here. We have quite a bit of radicals. What's radicalizing people? Unfulfilled political movement demands. Preserve colonial or no colonial affairs. That's not... I'm not going to stop going for colonial affairs. Sorry. But that is the big one. That is the big one. So, we don't got too much. Increases in standard from living. Who is below their expected minimum? Can I see that here? Huh. Not entirely sure. Although there is one thing I learned. Something fun. If you are looking for, like, what a population needs for their goods, you will go to, you click a state, click the population, come down here, scroll all the way down to one of these lists. So we're going to look at laborers. And then we scroll over here to the standard of living. Come down here all the way down to this wealth. And then we come up and look at this for needs. And it's just all the things that they pay money for and stuff. So, yeah. Like luxury items. I think I have a consumption tax on porcelain right now, so they're paying quite a bit for it. Radios, you know. And the goal is to make these things as cheap as possible, excuse me, to increase their standard of living, right? Because they're making 1.24 thousand a week, but they're spending 1.14 thousand a week. So there's a net income of around 100, which is good. That's what you're looking for. So you can yourself go through all of that. I don't really know how much it like really comes into play, other than for like radicals and stuff like that. But hey, if you're looking for that information, it is there. It is there. We're going to research the rotary valve engine for our furniture workshops. Because, excuse me, I'm looking, yeah. I think crystal glass leads to chemical bleaching, to rubber mastication, and then I don't think there's anything else for glass factories. So we have, other than the automatic bottle blowers, but that's nowhere near anything close to what we can do. So we're going to research the rotary and improve our tooling and furniture manufacturers, as well as the steel mills, hopefully. Yeah, what's causing... Everything's kind of pricey. Okay. Lower... Not... Oh, there we go. We now have colonial resettlement. Gained from changing to colonial resettlement. 100% migration attraction in unincorporated states. And... plus 0.10 colonial growth generation. So, we have the armed forces who endorse this. The rural folk hate it, and we've radicalized the trade unions. What are they at? They're unhappy at -6. And the rural folk, +1. And the armed forces are loyal. Okay. There we go. Industrial barriers. Factories in Eastern Cape are refusing to hire Xhosa people, owing to their status as second-class citizens in Cape Colony. This is why we also want to try and get to multiculturalism as fast as we can, so that these events stop happening and everyone in the workforce is no longer discriminated against, which gives us less radicals as a result. More workforce, less radicals. So, all hands are needed for the future, but the church loses 2. They're already at -3, so that would activate their negative card, which is -10% education access. But I don't want to lower the standard of living, and I don't want to lower our throughput for manufacturing industries. So we're going to make the church mad. That's fine. It sucks, but it's fine. What's our budget at? We could raise taxes, but what's our legitimacy at? 63? Okay. The Radical Party is crazy. I need to split this up. That's crazy. Why are you with this? I hate that so much. So I was going to reform because the laws we want, racial segregation, is not one. We want cultural exclusion, which leads into multiculturalism. But this is only supported by the intelligentsia. So we need the intelligentsia in the government, but also, like... Look at that. I'm not reforming the government with the Radical Party. That's dumb. That's bad. Land-based taxation? No, we kind of want to move to proportional taxation. Yeah. I think proportional is what we want. It's kind of... I mean, it's also kind of the based... the base value of liberty, right? Everyone pays their fair share. But what would this do? This would radicalize the landowners. To -17. That would really make them mad, but it would make a bunch of other people happy. So we're going to try and enact this real quick. Hopefully that goes through, but let's pause it real quick because we're going to establish some colonies. In Zulu, Cape Colony, and Namaqualand, and Herero land. I'm not sure. But you can see Portugal is already expanding. into Ovumbunda, which is bad news for us. They're also expanding into Manica. So, if we're not careful, Portugal is going to eat this up. France will swarm down, and hopefully Great Britain stays here, but in my experience, they also kind of come in. Although France usually becomes this massive beast here in Africa. Either way, we need to start moving now. We need to start moving now, and we need, because Orange is its own state, we need to damage relations. Relations, excuse me, relations. Damage relations so that we can eventually declare war on them. Yes. So we need to build a port here, which we will do. This is... Yes. So look at that. We need also more government administration. We're going to need to increase this. Can I do that? No, that's telephone switches. Okay. Okay, so we do need to just upgrade the government administration. Or we could build a new one. I feel like building one in Cape Colony will really help out our urban center. So let's check these real quick, see if we can't earn some more money through them. Looks like we can. Besides public trams, so we're going to use market squares and upgrade to gas streetlights. And then we're going to look at Cape Colony, see if we can't do the same thing. We're going to let that fill up. That might take a while, but we're going to let that fill up. I've already talked about how I feel about changing things before it's fully employed. Because this will lie to you. Mana Wars, input goods shortage in the British market, ironclads. Ironclads. We might also need to upgrade our mine, because we're using a lot of iron, but we're not producing a lot of iron. It says we have a balance of 72 here, but we're using 60 down here. And look, 60 in this steel mill alone, much less the 40 here. So we have a net loss within our own market, which is bad. But we do want to invest in agriculture. We want to get rid of peasants. We want to get rid of peasants because a lot of people are angry from their standard of living. So we're going to get rid of that. Which means a lot of agriculture and resources. Investing in probably a lot of fishing wharves, honestly. We'll pump up those fishing wharves and see what we can do. So, we're almost done. We're halfway through the glassworks. Yep, 50.92%. We are expanding out into Griqualand and Basuto. Although this is Cape Colony's Zulu land. So I think we'll expand all the way through Zulu. We might not. It depends. We'll see what happens. But we are also expanding into Namaquo land and Herero land. Herero land. What's the market looking like? What's expensive? I mean, ironclads, obviously. But everything's looking pretty good in the British market. You know? Besides ironclads, everything's like, nothing's below, above like, oh wait, no, 32% right there. Yeah, and that's glass. I'm making a lot of glass. So, yeah. Maybe a shipyard then. We might build a shipyard and build some ironclads for the British market. We can definitely do that. Where do we want to do that? East Colony? Eastern Cape? We could do that here. Doesn't look like it'd make a lot, but that's because the it's doing the clippers instead of iron dreadnoughts or the ironclads, excuse me. So I'm sure once we build it, we will have it be very profitable indeed, pumping ironclads into the British market. So that's something to think about. Although I do want to pump up these fishing wharves. I really do want to do that. Proportional taxation. Hopefully that comes into play soon. What's my budget looking like? Okay, so they're at -2, -2, minus 10% prestige. Yeah. I mean, I could pump this up and then increase wages. But I would hate to do that, because that would make more radicals than I already have, and it's like, dude, I got a lot of radicals. It's not good, man. Isolated states, that's this guy right up here. Oh, what we need to do is pump up colonial affair growth. Which means we'll pump this up. It'll take 110 weeks, and we'll build this up. So, yeah. I think that's the next step. We build this glassworks. Build the glassworks. Pump up the government administration. And maybe build a shipyard, although ironclads have gone out. Yeah. Man o' wars are in, ironclads are out. So maybe not a shipyard anymore. Popular playwright endorses reform. In the midst of the debate surrounding proportional taxation, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the armed forces, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. So we can either get a 10% enactment success chance, an interest group pop attraction for armed forces, or 20 prestige. We're going to go with the success chance, obviously. Pop the speed back up. I don't need prestige. And if I got 20 prestige, it would only drain away. So I don't really care about it. Don't really care about it. This is so close to being done. This will take 42 weeks. So we'll be pretty set, I think. We'll be pretty set. Once this gets fully staffed, let's check the urban center real quick. It is... it's not moving. We'll do this. Subsidize it. Pop it into market squares and gas streetlights. See if we can't get this to be profitable. We'll see what happens. But we need that growth rate. We need this to be growing. Which means we also might go to exploitation. Which maybe I should have done in the first place, but because exploitation, I do believe, allows you to... Oh, no? I thought it allowed further increases in the institution itself. So like here. Huh. I don't know where to get those then. My bad. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. But like, look at this. It's going to take just under 3 years to grow colonies there. It's going to take, look at that, a disgusting amount of time to do these. So we really, really, really want to get that growth rate up. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Because Portugal is expanding inwards. France will be expanding inwards. Great Britain, I wouldn't be surprised if they colonize these. United States of America has made their own little kingdom here. Speaking of which, let's go check them out. Okay, so we still got that little weird head here going on in the United States. Austria's here, Prussia's there. Everything's looking pretty normal, besides the United States. New South Wales. They need to colonize Noongar. United Tribes are under British rule, which kind of sucks for them because that'll be tough to incorporate into New Zealand. But you know what? We're not playing New South Wales, are we? We're playing Cape Colony. So let's worry about Cape Colony business. All right, glasswork's done. It's at 5.6K. Doesn't need to be subsidized. And this is looking pretty good. We're at a negative, though. Now we're in a positive. We have quite a bit going on here. The rural folk pretty unhappy with us. What are they at? They're at +4. So that's why honest work has gone down. Okay. Who's going to war here? Opening moves. British capitalist revolt. Oh, would you look at that? I can't get a good look at it. I'm sorry. But Great Britain has split. We got Ireland here, Scotland, and most of British territory of the mainland, in the island, of course, is now under capitalist revolt. Well, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I do believe this is London, right? Like, that's London, so everything else is pretty angry with Britain. Huh. We'll see how that goes. I'd say this be a good time to split away, but, like, I don't think our economy could handle it. This could potentially be, like, really bad for us. We are using... Yeah, look at that. Because of our market access, we're losing tons of money. Not good. Not good. I might have to upgrade taxes for right now. But what's my legitimacy at? 63? We have to pump up those taxes. Can I afford it? I could, but it's not going to be a big boost. Consumption taxes on porcelain, opium, luxury furniture, and services. Opium is 100, and so is porcelain. I could tax tea and luxury clothes. Huh. We're just going to have to wait for this to play out and hope we survive. That's crazy. That did not happen in my other games. Or my other attempts at recording this. That was pretty rough. But let's watch this for a bit, huh? It's not going to start for a little while. Okay, you know what? Ooh. Look at those capitalists. Dang, dude. Dang, that's crazy. We'll see who wins. I got money on Great Britain, but you never know. You never know. But we do have a shortage of engines going on because of this. Did that tank our infrastructure? Not yet. Oof. Even at high taxes. Yeah, here we go. The capitalists are making their move. Steam donkeys. We got 2 ongoing battles. Where the capitalists are getting pushed back there. Britain's getting pushed back there. And pushed back there as well. Heavy casualties on the capitalist side in both locations, even though they're winning. Except for there. But yeah, heavy casualties on the capitalist side. Oops. Active battle right here. That's crazy, dude. Really gotta watch your radicals. With the new update, really gotta be careful. I got a rousing speech, captivates the public. This afternoon, oof. Rochelchi von Neukirch, leader of the petite bourgeoisie, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of proportional taxation. This should... Okay. Do I want the petite bourgeoisie to have more support? Do I want them to have more clout? I do not think I do. So we're just going to give more enactment chance. I don't want the petite the petite bourgeoisie to have more power because I don't believe they support any of the interests that I want to pass. They support that one, apparently. But the intelligentsia want the multiculturalism, which is what we do want. State religion, we do want freedom of choice eventually. It's total separation. No home affairs. We do need home affairs. And maybe no, police force is good, but we do need some home affairs. Maybe a secret police. Just because revolutions are much more likely to happen because of the radicalization changes in the patches. But let us continue to watch this. Oh, capitalists pushing them back. In this second battle here. Great Britain was defeated there. Great Britain was defeated there. Great Britain's going to be defeated here. Yeah, see? I have a revolution brewing with the trade unions and the rural folk. They really want no colonial affairs. Radicalism is pretty high. Yeah, no, people are angry. I get it. But once we pass this law, we can invest in some... Oh, I'm not building anything. That's dumb of me. Or is it? I'm looking at my gold reserves, looking that we're in the hole, and just worried. Because I can't really... we're going to get rid of the tax on porcelain. And increase it to tea. So, yeah. We'll see what happens there. Rural folk and trade unions. Both are... Well, trade unions are more angry than rural folk are. He's a pacifist. Come on now. We're not doing that. We're not getting rid of colonial affairs. I wish they'd just accept that. But this is really, really bad, actually, because Great Britain is in its own war. So so they might not be able to come to our aid in case we need them to fight off a revolution. Okay, so we do need to change some inputs here because we don't have hardwood coming in anymore, which is just absolutely miserable. But I don't have artillery either. And assembly. Yeah, see, this is what I mean when I say our economy might not be able to handle not being part of the British market. And it's purely because we just don't have the fleets capable of trading enough. So what do I need? What do I need? I needed hardwood. I need artillery for my people. So we need to import artillery. Artillery, please. Wrong way. There we go. Artillery from the Prussian market. And then we need engines. And then I have no more fleet power. I need to upgrade my ports pretty dang badly. But we were really counting on staying part of the British market for much, much longer. This is really bad. We'll see what happens. I might have to just stop enacting proportional taxation and hit restore no colonial affairs just to stop this revolution from happening. Although it is at +0 a week, and now it's negative. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Bad situations. Went down to 5. Went down to 56% to 55%. So, hey. Maybe we can still make this work. We'll pump one of these up to this. See if we can't get some money back. But it's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty bad. Yeah, then we have the hardwood shortage. Okay, so my logging camps are only making 20 hardwood. How much are we consuming? 40 in both places, huh? Okay, so actually, really, like, there are 20 buildings? Oh, not in my... Yeah. All railways, all affected. Let's look back up here. Is this moving forward again? It is, but barely. Great Britain's losing this war. I don't know what that means for us, but we're going to find out. And as soon as we find out, we're going to call this episode. I think that'll be a good place to stop. But Great Britain is getting its butt absolutely handed to it by the capitalist revolt. That's why you never trust capitalists, man. Can't trust them. Oh no, I got a crop failure? The Cape Colony crop failure. The state of Cape Colony has been struck by a blight. Crops are dying left and right, and the harvest is sure to be less than expected this year. Can I really tank that? Because not only do I lose the throughput, which is 80%, but I also have a negative 800 government expense for 2 years. I know it says plus 800, and it is plus 800 to my expenses, so it's minus 800 to my income. But it does give relief, which might lessen this radicalization. So we're going to do it. We're just going to see how this war comes out and see what happens. But I am in a shortage of hardwood. I know I only have... I can't even trade right now. Can't even trade. I am completely aware. Yeah. It's bad. This war was a bad thing. Great Britain's at negative 42%. War support. We'll see what happens. That's the problem right there. Is the gosh dang Navy. Maybe we can import some hardwood now. Please import hardwood. From Russia. And Hanoverian? Yeah. I think that's good. Because that might cover some of the expense. Oh. Gosh dang it. Irish are moving somewhere. Who cares? Can't get anything imported. Yeah, my convoys are being sunk because the capitalists are doing that. So we're just not going to trade for a while. That's terrible. No, I guess I could try to get it from like the British Raj or Cheen. Yeah. Does Cheen have any hardwood? They only have 10. But we can do it. Is that inactive as well? Why? Whatever. I'm not sure I'm understanding that right now. Just a little scared on how this goes. Okay. Annex Great Britain. What does that mean for me? Am I still part of Great Britain? Looks like it. Looks like it. Has my market access gone back? It's gone up, certainly. I hate to leave in such a negative hole. Let's see if we can't do some things before. I have 49k saved up in the investment pool. Let's do some fishes. Let's do a fishing wharf, see if we can't get some things. Get a little more balance. Yeah. We have a tool shortage as well. And assembly. Yeah, this is not good. Coal is pretty decent. Banana plantations. Is rail support better right now? Wheat farms. Hey, psychiatry unlocked. We'll make this a vineyard. Oh, I have no authority. If I get rid of emergency relief, I have to get rid of some consumption taxes, but then I can't. Oh, gosh. Okay, so this is a bad situation. We are in a very bad situation. But maybe we can hold out. I would hate to have to restart. I'm not entirely sure what to do. Other than, unfortunately, like, pumping those up. But even then, look at that. I'm at negative 5.30k. This will only help by playing 1.61. No, what we need is this to pass so that proportional taxation hits and we gain more taxes. That's it. That's as simple as it is. We have an election, but we also have a revolution. Landowners have joined in. They're absolutely furious. How much longer on this? 53 days? Okay, this is going up very slowly, but with this over and them still being our overlords, they should come and help us in case the revolution does break out. So at least there's that. At least there's that. So it's not as bad as we may think, but my gold reserves are draining fairly quickly, pretty miserably. So we're going to real quick lower our military. See if we can't save some money there. Oops, excuse me. This is subsidized. We might... I think I have this subsidized as well. We're getting rid of that. I am aware. But we need to fix this. One of my goals was to not become an insignificant power, but I would much rather keep the game going than die trying to hold that. So, intelligentsia and petite bourgeoisie. Are you happy enough that I can hit you with a -5? Barely. What about you, armed forces? Not really. Well, we've shortened it down to -1.64. Eastern Cape and Cape Colony are in turmoil. Yes. unhealthy economy. I am aware of that. Philanthropy. The upper strata have decided to donate generously to the poor. Many among them even advocate for the proportional taxation law, agreeing that it would be a fair means of redistributing wealth. Encourage charitable giving. Oh, I didn't pass. That's why I got this. We're going to go with 20% enactment. I'm sorry I didn't read those out. I should have done that. The first one was like, hey, okay, donate more, and you get a plus 10% enactment chance, and the lower strata gain plus 1 standard of living, and the upper strata gain a -3 minimum standard of living. So I chose the second one, which gave me a 20% chance to pass proportional taxation. But I am actually going to call it here. We're at 51 minutes. I hate to leave off in such a precarious way. But yeah, if you liked what you watched, hey, thank you. If you like what you heard, cool. I really appreciate it. I really do. Like, it really gives me the energy to record these every day and put them up every day, and just to really interact with all of you. It's really cool that you guys, guys and gals, and non-binary people, all of you, everyone. I really like it that you like my videos and you subscribe and leave comments. It's so cool. It's really cool. So yeah, if you want to have more in-depth chats, hit me up on my Discord. There's a link to the Discord in the description of the video. And yeah, this is Latkaa. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.